Salmanan grade 9 Amahle. Let us work on some problems which pertain to the geometry of straight lines. On the board, we are given this diagram, and the instruction says determine the values of the variables. Determine the values of the variables. Over here, we have got two variables. Firstly, there is y, then there is x over there. These are the variables whose values were instructed to determine. Okay, where do we start? We have to look for the part of the diagram which contains most of the information, and that part will enable us to move forward. Okay, over here, we've got that angle being 58 degrees. Line AB, line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. These two line segments are parallel to each other, and we know our basics as far as parallel lines are concerned. We know our basics regarding alternate angles, corresponding angles, as well as co-interior angles. Now, given the fact that this whole angle lies over here and that one lies over there, and these two line segments AB and CD are parallel to each other, we know, as far as our basics are concerned, that these two angles are equal because they are corresponding angles due to the fact that AB and CD are parallel to each other. So we're just going to say the sum of these two angles, y plus 32 degrees is equal to 58 degrees. This whole angle is equal to that. The reason is that they are corresponding angles. Why do we say they are corresponding angles? Because line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. Okay, from there we have to solve accordingly. Y is equal to 58 degrees minus 32 degrees. 58 degrees minus 32 degrees should give us 26 degrees. 26 degrees. That is the value of y. Now we have to move on to x. Let's move on to x. Okay, x lies in this triangle. As you can see, it is one of the interior angles of that triangle. So for us to be able to find the value of x, we have to analyze the given diagram and approach this from the angle which will enable us to work from this triangle. Okay, meaning that we have to determine the size of angle E. We're going to say 32 degrees plus 105 degrees plus angle E. The sum of these three angles is 180 degrees. Why is that so? Because these are angles in a triangle. So sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Now, meaning that angle E will be 180 degrees minus the sum of these two angles. 105 degrees plus 32 degrees will give us 110 37 degrees. 180 degrees minus 137 degrees will give us 43 degrees. That is the size of angle E, 43 degrees. From there, we can work within this triangle and say x plus 58 degrees plus 43 degrees will give us 180 degrees. Reason, sum of angles in a triangle. Now we add these two angles and subtract their sum from 180 degrees. 58 plus 43 is 101 degrees. 180 degrees minus 101 degrees will give us 79 degrees, meaning that the value of x is 79 degrees. So we have managed to determine the values of the variables. I hope you understand everything which was done over here, and thank you very much for your attention. For more information which could be of assistance to you in the learning area of mathematics, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at PP Maths and Science Lab.